Hello, my name is Putkonen. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to talk about a little bit about, I guess, kind of the mechanism or why bringing unconscious beliefs, thoughts, conditioning to the conscious mind will change things. Because sometimes I have people asking me, what do we need to do? And I'll say, well, there's nothing to do. You just need to see. You need to look and see. There's nothing to do. And some people are a little confused by this because they're like, well, if you don't do anything, why does it change? Well, let's use the example of delving into who and what you think you are. Kind of a self-investigation or neti-neti approach. But let's say as you're investigating your fundamental beliefs, what you really hold to be true, your current understanding, that you are the body. Let's say you believe you are the body. And you also believe you are that which is in conscious control. So whatever is happening around you isn't under your control, so that's not you. And it's a interesting ability of our complex brains to compartmentalize. And so we can very easily hold two contrary beliefs at the same time, and they won't really come in contact with each other. They won't they won't intermix. They'll stay separate. And so in our mind we can hold these two beliefs, and we may not even realize they're in conflict. And so if you bring the beliefs, the concepts, the conditioning, what we hold to be true, into the same space, if you bring them both in the same space, I am the body, I am that which is conscious control, and you look at it, and it's not just mentally, it's kinesthetic. It's there's an intuitive understanding, there's a kinesthetic feeling, it's visceral. It's like, okay, I believe I am that which controls, and I am the body. Well, yes, you can decide to open or close your hand, so you have conscious control of that. But you do not have conscious awareness or conscious control of which tendons and muscles are firing, which cells are replicating, the vitality and health of the system. You're not in conscious control of that. Just like you're not in conscious control or conscious awareness of your spleen or pituitary gland. And so as you delve into this, seeing all the exceptions to the rule that I am that which is under conscious control and conscious awareness, and I am the body. As you bring these two concepts into the same space, these understandings, these beliefs into the same space of conscious awareness, they have to rectify. They have to resolve themselves. Because you can't say, I am only that which is consciously aware, consciously controls, and I am the body. Those two do not do not go together, because we're not in conscious awareness and conscious control of our entire body. So either you're not your entire body, you have to give up that belief, or you have to give up the belief that I am only that which is consciously aware and consciously control. And that's why I say that as you bring the stuff to the conscious mind, it needs to rectify, because you're bringing unconscious, unlooked at, unseen beliefs, concepts, conditioning, habits, what we hold to be true to the conscious mind. And there's other beliefs that are contrary. And what happens is when you bring it all into conscious awareness, the more deeply held, the more deeply understood, the more deeply felt one is the one that wins. The other is is shaken and dispelled. It's taken apart. And so if you've got a stronger understanding that, or a stronger belief in I'm the body, well, then the conscious control one has to go. If the stronger, more deeply held belief and understanding is I am only that which consciously controls, well, then you have to give up the I am the whole body. You can't hold these two contrary beliefs at the same time. You have to give up one or the other. And that's what happens when we're bringing these, like I said, these things to conscious awareness. We're just looking. We're just seeing. And when you deeply see that, hey, these two are contrary. When you deeply see the exceptions to the rules that make them contrary. Because, yeah, I mean, on a superficial level, making a generality of, well, I am that which controls. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Oh, I am the body because I control the body. Yeah, that makes sense. On that superficial level, we can hold both beliefs. But if you really delve into it, if you really investigate, well, I only control one small aspect of the hand, whether it opens or closes. I don't control anything else about the hand. There's just the intent to open or close, but I don't actually control the tendons and muscles, which ones will fire, which ones are tense, which ones should relax. Because let's say you're holding a lot of tension and it's stiff when you open or close your hand because there's tension elsewhere. Well, you are not controlling it. You're not willing that tension to be there. It just arose. And so as you delve into this, you see the exceptions. And then, there's exceptions on both sides. I mean, really, whenever you can see an exception, whenever you can find a exception to the rule, so to speak, it means that is not the truth. That there's something else that hasn't been seen yet. But there's no need to do anything. It's just a matter of bringing these unconscious or subconscious concepts, beliefs, habits, conditioning, the what we hold to be true, or what we hold to be, our current understanding, which could be a misunderstanding, but our current understanding. If we're bringing this to the conscious mind, it needs to rectify with other aspects, because when you're bringing it to conscious mind, you're bringing it out of the compartments and you're bringing them together. And if they are not totally in harmony, if they actually have some contrary parts, or perhaps are totally incompatible, well, then they have to change. Only when it remains unseen, uninvestigated, remains general, can it remain compartmentalized, and you can hold dissonant or opposing beliefs at the same time without issues. But that's all I want to talk about today. It was just kind of the why you don't need to do anything. It's just a matter of seeing. Seeing is enough. But if you get any questions, comments, please post below. And until next time, thank you much.